So hello guys. Hi Abhinav, hi Yugan, and hi Bhavya. So before we start, you could tell something about yourself, okay?
Okay, hi. I'm a BCom honors graduate. I graduated in 2025. I appeared for CAT for the first attempt in 2024. However, I wasn't satisfied with how it went. I believed I could do more. And so I appeared again in 2025. I took a lot of coachings. I went with Cracku and its daily targets really helped me. So with consistency and a lot of preparation this time, I was able to convert my preparation and execute it in the paper. So this is how it went, and I'm pretty happy with how it has been.
Yeah, Yugan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yugan.
Hi, I'm Pudhuyugan. I graduated from IIT Kharagpur in 2023, and this is my third CAT attempt. I wrote in 23, 24, and 25. I kept improving, and this time I got 99.95. I'm pretty happy about it. I work at Axis Bank as a business analyst from the day I graduated, and on a personal note, I run regularly. I play snooker.
Great. Yeah. So Bhavya, I mean,
Yeah, so I'm Bhavya Hoda. I graduated in 2023 as a CSE grad from BIT Mesra. I joined Microsoft as an intern, and then they gave me a placement offer, and I proceeded with that job. This year, somewhere around January, I thought that probably there's something missing in my job which I want. Like I have some skills which I want to put to a good use. And I figured that instead of just going to a different company and doing the same role, I should probably like try out for an MBA. So I figured that okay, let's start with the best. I collected a lot of feedback around with a lot of my peers who had appeared for CAT, and they were like, if you want something, go for Cracku because they are like the best in the online section that you want, kind of a self-paced thing. So I started with that, and I started somewhere around March. I was like trying to spend or maybe create a routine back then. So it was more like I was giving half an hour per day, but then eventually the ever evolving UI and I think a lot of things were amazing, which kept all of us engaged, I guess. So, and eventually I was able to get like 99.33 percentile this time in CAT, along with a full-time job in Microsoft. So, I mean, yeah, it was a crazy few months, but at the end it paid off. So I'm happy for that.
yeah, I think the first part would make up a great YMBA answer, man. I think. Yeah. So which attempt is this? The 2025 attempt, Abhinav?
It's my second attempt.
Yugan?
Yeah, as I said, third attempt.
First.
So I think we have the first attempt. So what did you actually do different from your previous attempt?
So QA was my weaker section, being from a non-engineering background.
You are from non-engineering.
Yeah, I did my BCom honors. I'm a BCom honors graduate. So it was my weaker section, and it didn't go well in 2024. And I couldn't clear the sectional cutoffs which were required. So I prepared hard, specifically focused on my weaker sections, and took my forte was LRDI and VARC. I took it up to a certain level where I was satisfied with my prep, and brought QA to the same level. And when it was all up to a level of my satisfaction, and I was able to execute it properly on the day. That's the most important point, because a lot of people prepare very well, but executing, being calm and doing it on the day is what counts. And I was able to do it very well, and that's what made the difference.
Yeah. So
Right.
my first attempt was in 23.
Okay.
So I just joined work, and as you know, in the beginning days, it's just training and setup. So I didn't have anything to do. So I thought, let's prepare for CAT. And I was not structured basically. I was doing some things here and there, but I didn't know how to approach the exam. So I was prepared, but I couldn't hold the temperament, and I failed in the exam. I got 95. Then I thought, being a gem, WorkX would help. Otherwise I would require a huge percentile. So I thought, let us work for 2 years and try again. I just gave 24 to be in touch with the exam, but my serious attempt was 25. 25, I joined Cracku for daily targets and mock test series. Daily target was a game changer for me. I started a bit early. I started in June, and the first 3 months I solely relied on daily targets. So I used to solve whatever came that day, and I also used to backtrack and solve whatever I missed. So first 3 months was just that, and last 3 months I did daily targets plus mock tests. So what changed was consistency, consistency and structure. That was the difference. Yeah.
So as we are talking about the consistency factor, so what could be a normal day routine that you guys have throughout the preparation? Could you share us anything, Bhavya?
So I think since I was doing a full-time job and it required a lot of bandwidth, so I think what I usually used to do is in the morning I used to go to my office early. So I stay in Bangalore and it's like a crazy traffic place, right? So I used to hit the office early, and before breakfast I used to like give myself motivation that okay, this is the 30-40 minutes I need to do something related to MBA, and then as a reward I used to go for breakfast and have a good breakfast. So I used to do that, and after my day was over I used to go to the gym, and then after coming back again just before dinner I used to have that okay, I'll have dinner, but before that I need to do something to earn that dinner. So I used to set some things like these, and probably yeah, on the weekends it was like I figured one thing, that if you start your morning with some productivity in the first few hours of your day, then probably your day looks very nice. That is something I've observed. So that is what I used to do.
So I think being from a proper Punjabi family, I think food is the best
Food
reward.
is the best one. Yeah, definitely.
Yes, I think
That's
just
what
so you have to earn that food, right? Yes, great man. I think yeah. So like, would you guys tell like, is short bursts of work is best, or like consistency over long period of best? Like so many people will think that I will put in 1 to 2 months of full effort and then I will chill, or I will put the 2 months of effort at the last. So guys, would you suggest that, or would you guys suggest that you have to put consistent amount of effort from the start, but start slowly? Like you can.
Yeah. So I have done both actually. 2023 I did the short burst thing.
Okay.
This time I did the consistent thing, and of course consistency worked. Like result proves it.
Yeah, I think there's no substitute to consistency, because I feel daily target was the best thing that could happen, because it would. I was actually motivated every day to wake up and first do those VRC, LRDI, QA sections, and then I'll move forward to whatever prep I had to do. It was like a warm up for me, and my mind would start running.
So I think I also listen from so many students that if you have a small thing to start, it would not make you overwhelmed, and then you could start from daily target.
Yeah.
So like, what is your view regarding the daily target, Bhavya? I think.
See, I feel daily target was definitely something that could keep you disciplined, in my opinion. So, I mean, I did not like take it in the morning or something. I used to do it sometime during the day, but for sure that green streak maintenance was something I used to do.
Gamification of the thing.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel there were some very good things about the platform, like that streak leaderboard, and then we had this quant rush at the end. I mean, those were things that was kind of interesting to. So sometimes I just for fun I used to go there and say, okay, I'll just solve some questions to get up in the leaderboard. So yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it's actually Sir's idea. That Sir is a big sports freak. I think he does a lot of sports, and he plays a lot of games. So he always thinks that we have to gamify it. We have to gamify the preparation also. So I think it would be. I think that is a great leveler, I guess. And the last thing I would like to ask you guys is like, what did actually Cracku help you? I think what is the best thing that you find about the whole course, the whole UI?
I think the lessons provided both by Sayali ma'am and Maruti sir are great, because there were always I was lacking somewhere in concepts here and there. I missed that spark, and they covered the entire topics very well, and it was kind of complete revision, which was very much needed in the ending months. And as we've talked about the daily targets, it was the thing that made me that brought me to the point where I am, helped me score this much. And apart from that, the dash cats were amazing. They were all at cat par, and I think overall the UI was also great. So it was a great motivator, and of course Cracku's whole team and support was amazing, and I like a lot of thanks to all of them.
So like even.
Yeah, as my friend said, content and UA is top notch. So that is they already covered it. I would like to add a dash cat.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually it was actually tough for me. Like I couldn't score much marks, but that actually helped pretty much in the actual cat. So since we are used to solving tough mocks, right? The cat exam didn't feel as tough as it should have. Like this year was tough, but it was not that overwhelming. So that was a real benefit. I think tougher mocks should be there, like to train you for the actual exam.
So yeah, the thing happened that I want to share with you guys is for 2024 paper, so many like all the things happened, and the students are giving us a feedback. The 2024 is easier, but you are still sticking with your harder mocks. So we said like we should always prepare for the versus side rather than preparing for the other side. I think eventually, I think it helped them a lot. I think it helped them you also. I'm hoping that.
Yeah.
And I think the final question, like everyone has their lows, and like I would like to ask you three, like what is the lowest point in your preparation, and how did you bounce back from that and came back and sitting here like.
Okay. For me, it was probably every few days. I used to hit a day wherein I was not very energetic to spend my energy into MBA prep. Because the point is, when you're doing a full-time job, right, it is very difficult for you to give your energy there also and here also. And what kept me going was I disciplined myself throughout the day. Like I started hitting gym more. I started doing daily targets more. I started doing office work more. So what I used to do is productive in every sense, and then that was like a game changer. And I feel for Cracku, right, it was, I never visited the office offline. It was an online course, right? But the fact that there are, a lot of people sitting there out there to support you if required, you're just like, you can give them a call and they'll answer everything, and then you have a lot of resources that you can go and play around with. I mean, the comfort that gave me in my entire journey was amazing. So I feel that also kept me, when I was at my low, just the fact that okay, just go and see any video or something like that where some motivation is happening, and then you're back at it. So yeah.
Abhinav?
Yeah, I hit my low in 2024 actually. So I was not sure if I wanted to give CAT again actually. So until August, I was not sure, and then I started in August. So even after that, I was working alongside in my family business as well. So it was a bit tough because I had to manage time and everything, but consistency again. And there are times when you don't score so well in mocks, but it's important to keep going because one bad mock doesn't define your journey. Yeah. And so I think you should keep at it and you shouldn't feel down, and you should work hard because you don't know what might happen on D-Day.
You can?
Yeah, as Abhinav said and as Bhavya said, like my scores were also fluctuating. That was a low, but I just kept at it, as they said. Like I thought I would definitely do well in CAT. That confidence, I think, helped me, irrespective of what I scored in the mocks. Yeah, I just kept at it and I was consistent. And finally, I was able to give my best. Yeah.
Exactly. So like before going, any tip for this year's aspirants? Like what is the thing or what is the sutra that they should follow to like ace CAT like you guys?
First of all, I'd say don't keep mocks till the last. You should consistently keep giving mocks and learn from those mistakes and improve upon them. And secondly, always be consistent. It doesn't work that you'll work for 1 month and a surprise will happen. That's just fairy tales, because you need to work at it, because that's how life works. Because everybody is putting the work, you need to put in the work as well, and you need to come. You need to shine, and that is what is required.
Yes. You can?
So 4 points: start early, like be consistent, take as much mocks as possible, and like be confident that you will make it.
Yes. Self-belief is the
Yeah.
main thing. Yeah. Bhavya?
I feel, sometimes during the journey, there are times where you start to think that, okay, this guy is telling me that I should do it this way, but I don't think it should be done this way. For example, the fact that Sally ma'am used to very much emphasize on the fact that you should do active reading and not passive. You should write things down. Initially, I used to think, will it actually help me? Can't I just skip it? But then when I actually started to do that, it made sense in the long run. So I feel trusting the people who are, very experienced in your field is definitely required. And sometimes it may differ from your own opinions, but that's fine. You need to trust that they are coming from a experience, and you need to trust that instinct and always believe in yourself for sure. So,
I think great talking to you guys. I hope every one of you will convert the same call. If you ask me, will be batchmates, and I hope and I wish all the best for your GDP and interviews also. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.